Oh, hi, Mark. That's right, your boy got a haircut. Yeah. And it didn't really turn out exactly how I wanted it to, but I guess, all things considered, it could have gone a lot worse. And originally it did go a lot worse. I ended up walking out of there looking like Vanilla Ice's skid marks or something. It wasn't pretty. It's a little better now. I was going for Jake Gyllenhaal in the movie Prisoners. And I mean, yeah, it's sort of kind of like that, but like if he was morbidly obese. So let's count that as a win. Because, I'll take any kind of Jake Gyllenhaal. Morbidly obese Jake Gyllenhaal. Sure. Sure, I'll take that. That is a compliment. Anyway, I figured I'd watch a couple of movies today and maybe keep you guys updated with what I watch. And first up here, I don't have the case next to me. I'm shit. Yes, I feel obligated to pause it and go grab the case. Hold on. Well, now I have the case. The first movie up is Suburban Sasquatch. And yes, I am aware there's a slipcover. It's sitting over there, but fuck you, I'm not putting the slipcover back on. Okay, I cannot for the life of me be bothered to get up and put the slipcover on this case. Though the slipcover's pretty beautiful too. Now, let me tell you what. I watched about the first 22 seconds of this movie. Overly specific, and I'm sure it was more than 22 seconds. But let me tell you what, so far, it's been amazing. Okay? The Sasquatch has ripped people's limbs off, and by ripped people's limbs off, I mean there's a shot of a car that's kind of shaking, and then like there's something behind the car that you can't see, and you hear this rah, 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 rah. That's literally what it sounds like. Sound in the background, and then like Dollar Tree fake limbs fly out all over the place. And honestly, I am all about it. Then like there's a shot of the guy getting his arm yanked out of the socket, and there's just this CGI blood spewing out. It all looks terrible, and I am 100% for it because honestly, if you're walking into a movie called Suburban Sasquatch and expecting anything less than absolute dog shit, you have unrealistic expectations. And you should probably see someone about that. Anyway, I'm going to get back to watching the movie, and maybe I'll let you know what I thought about it by the end of it. Okay, I feel officially justified in saying Suburban Sasquatch is the single greatest film of all time. I'm not through it yet. I'm barely like 15, 20 minutes in, but the Sasquatch just ripped a guy's heart out, fed it to him, ripped the guy's arm off, and then threw it at his friend, and it killed his friend instantly. If there's something more amazing on this planet than Suburban Sasquatch, I mean, just show me that thing and I'll show you the lie. God damn it. Alrighty, boys and girls. Well, I just watched the movie Suburban Sasquatch, and let me tell you, not since The Dark Knight has there ever been such an epic symphony of storytelling. Not since Transformers has there been such a spectacle of special effects. Not since Avengers Endgame has there been such a tug on the heartstrings. Um, it's a masterpiece. It's a 10 out of 10. It is the most amazing film ever made. So, if you've never seen Suburban Sasquatch, I think you need to. I shed multiple tears during the viewing of the film. I'm a changed man. I am. And really made me look inside of myself, which really hurt. I didn't know I could bend that way, honestly. No, guys, Suburban Sasquatch, it was a terrible film. It was one of the worst I've ever seen. and it was amazing for it. I loved it so much. Um, every single time it would have well, I shouldn't say every single time it had blood, it was CGI blood because it wasn't CGI blood all the time. But when it was CGI blood, it literally looked like blood from like the first Resident Evil game. Like when you're getting eaten by the zombie in the first Resident Evil game and there's like blood spurting out of your wound. That's exactly what the blood in this movie looked like. And then there were just like a number of occasions where there was this insanely unnecessary CGI and it was amazing. Like there was this one point where they had a real net. They were trying to portray a net falling on the Sasquatch, and they had a real net, but the net was small. Like it was a really tiny net. And so what they did is they took CGI and they CGI'd a bigger net onto him. Like the real net was still there, but then like CGI extensions were on it. And for some reason the CGI extensions were like all waving and shit in the wind. It was amazing. um that looked ridiculous. And then there was another point in the movie where this is quite possibly my favorite CGI thing that happened in the film. There was a door frame, like an empty door frame, with a CGI door in the middle of it, so that the Bigfoot could kick through the door like the Kool-Aid Man, and like the door just exploded into a million pieces. And then what was really funny is that when he walked through the door, you could clearly see that they had just opened the door, and like the door is still there, but like they just opened the door to make to later add that in post, which is just amazing. Um, Seriously, if you haven't seen Suburban Sasquatch, I do recommend it just because it's ridiculous, and yeah, I think you'll have a fun time with it if you like really bad movies. So I'll get back to you guys when I watch the next movie. Alrighty, guys and gals, I have officially decided that the next film I'm going to watch tonight is The Sadness, which I've heard is an amazing movie, but it is in a foreign language, meaning that I should probably watch it before it gets too late. Because I don't know if you've ever like marathoned movies, but it gets really rough when it's like 3 a.m. and you're trying to watch a movie in Mandarin. It gets a little rough reading them subtitles. Vision gets a little blurry. Maybe it's just me. I don't want to watch a movie in Mandarin at 3 a.m. when I'm trying to go to bed. So, or at least when my brain is trying to go to bed. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to watch this right now. And I'm pretty pumped because I've heard a ton about The Sadness, and the only reason I haven't seen it yet is because I canceled my Shudder subscription a while ago because I just wasn't using Shudder. Like I just wasn't. And then The Sadness came out, and I heard everyone say that The Sadness was great. I was like, "Oh, that's awesome. I'll wait till it comes out on Blu-ray." What a fucking joke that is. Oh, wait till it comes out on Blu-ray. That's really fucking cute. That's cute. Yeah. It hasn't come out on Blu-ray in the States. There are like foreign Blu-rays. There are region 2s of The Sadness. There are no region 1s of The Sadness. No region A's. I don't know why they're all region B's, but they are. I can't find a region A/region 1, whatever you want to call it, Blu-ray of The Sadness. So, I got a Shudder subscription today, specifically to watch The Sadness. And I'll probably just keep it because it's like $6 a month. So, I'll get back to you after the movie. That was a really long pause. Okay, I would like to issue a correction. There may be a Region A Blu-ray of The Sadness, or at least a region-free one, that's available exclusively on Raven Banner's website. But I'm not really trying to order a movie from Raven Banner. Nothing against Raven Banner. I don't like ordering anything from websites that aren't eBay or Amazon. I'm weird like that. Oh, or Vinegar Syndrome. I actually have ordered from Vinegar Syndrome before. I guess I'm a hypocrite, but I just don't like taking chances like that. I like my card information centralized on like really specific points of the internet as opposed to just spread all over it. So, anyway, back to the movie. Well, holy shit. I just watched The Sadness and movie is fucked. That didn't disappoint whatsoever. I actually didn't expect to like it as much as I really, really, really liked it. I'd say it's the best zombie movie since Train to Busan. Man, I'm trying to think if I like it more than Train to Busan. Um, I think Train to Busan's probably the better film, and of course I'm comparing the two because they're both like recent zombie movies, and they're both zombie movies out of Asia, of course. Um, I think Train to Busan is probably the better film, but oh my god, the sadness. It is so vicious. It is vicious. It is mean. It doesn't give a shit what you think. There is some political commentary in there. I don't know that I was a fan of it. It didn't bug me that much though. But I mean, uh, if you haven't seen the sadness, just check it out because as long as you're not like as long as you're not one of these people that can't watch really depraved stuff in movies, because I know there are some people that get like too disturbed, too scared, too whatever. And there is some really nasty stuff in here. So I mean, if you're that kind of person, do not watch this movie. But if you're not that kind of person, watch The Sadness. Awesome. I'm actually I found a copy of it on eBay and the Raven banner release, and I think I'm gonna buy it. Like I have to buy it. Um, you like the hole in the ceiling? Yeah, that's sick. Anyway, but yeah, I have to buy it because it was amazing. Um, by the way, guys, I'm feeling kind of ill actually. And that's not a joke. It doesn't have anything to do with the movie. I am actually feeling kind of ill. I feel like maybe I have the flu or something. Um, I kind of think it has something to do with the fact that it's super smoky outside because we have fires all around us, and so like I have a headache and my throat is sore and I'm feeling a little sick to my stomach, but I also think that has to do with the Chinese food I ate. So I don't think I'm genuinely ill, but like that was kind of a rough movie to watch when I feel the way I do, just because it is so nasty. It is so fucking nasty. But yeah, the sadness. That's one of my favorite zombie movies. I'll come out and say that right now. That's like top five zombie movies. If you want to call it a zombie movie, it's more of like an infection movie, kind of like 28 Days Later. Not really a zombie movie. I was trying to think of another one, but I can't really think of any more that are like that, other than like 28 Weeks Later. But same franchise, so it doesn't really work. But yeah, anyway, guys, I'll get back to you when I choose the next one. But that was a crazy film, and I cannot give it enough praise. It was violent, it was gory, it was depraved, and you know what? For it being an extreme horror film, it accomplished exactly what it was trying to accomplish. It was super extreme. Movies don't go that far anymore. They really don't. And the fact that this one did is awesome. Uh, I mean, I guess some Asian movies do, right? Like some Asian movies, some European movies, American movies don't go this far anymore. And once again, I'm glad this one did. This was an awesome extreme horror movie. This is one that I could probably actually rewatch. Uh, pretty not like often, but pretty often. Like in the world of extreme horror, because extreme horror is such like an unwatchable subgenre, uh, due to the, you know, the the subject matter of it. But this one was awesome, guys. So anyway, I'll get back to you guys in a minute. Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, I didn't need to do the oh hi Mark thing. I've already done that once in this video. Shit, I forgot. All right. Well, anyway, the next movie I'm gonna be watching is actually the only other Visual Vengeance release I have right now. I did not pick up LA AIDS Jabber yet. I am gonna get that movie. Just haven't got it yet. That's one that doesn't really it doesn't really interest me like that, because like I don't know, it sounds like it's just gonna be kind of a guy running around jabbing people with a needle. It's like, it's not gonna be gory. The only real entertainment value is gonna be like the bad acting and stuff. So I wasn't looking forward to it that much. That being said, I do have, what was it, Slaughter Day? I think it's called Slaughter Day. I have that on pre-order right now, so that should be coming in later this month. Anyway, Bloody Muscle Bodybuilder in Hell. That's gonna be our next watch. I figure, well, it is a foreign movie. It is Japanese, and it is subtitled, which is kind of rough because, again, I don't feel the greatest, and I'm kind of tired, honestly. And it's only like 9 a.m. I'm so old. Uh, and I'm going to need some caffeine, honestly. I need caffeine is what I need. But it's a short movie, though, so I figured I'd watch it because I don't want to watch subtitles later, especially because I already feel tired, even though I'm used to staying up to like 3 in the morning, so I don't know what the deal is tonight. Probably has to do with the fact that I feel so crappy, but well, and the fact I'm dehydrated. Let's just completely disregard the fact that I don't drink enough water. Yeah, I'm sure it has nothing to do with the fact that you've drank like 1 bottle of water today. But anyway, yeah, I probably need some water too. But anyway, yeah, I don't want to watch this later in the night because, like I said, I'm kind of tired, so I don't want to. Yeah, I want to be able to like look away from the movie every once in a while, if that makes sense. So, we'll watch the subtitle one right now. I mean, look away from the movie like later when I'm more tired. Holy shit. Anyway, let's watch Bloody Muscle Bodybuilder in Hell, or The Japanese Evil Dead. So I'll be back to you guys in about an hour when the movie's done, because it is like super short. Okay, I thought I could wait. I couldn't. I couldn't wait. I got done watching Bloody Muscle Bodybuilder in Hell, and I had to go poop, and I had to go pee. So incredibly bad. I actually started trying to record my initial reactions of Bloody Muscle Bodybuilder in Hell. That is a mouthful of a title, by the way. That's wild. I actually think I'm going to say that every time, which I am. I don't know why I said that. But, and, you know, so I went, and anyway, here I am now. Oh, you got a moment to talk to me about your Lord and Savior, Japanese Jesus? Not Japanese Jesus, but basically Japanese Bruce Campbell. The guy in this movie, he was more or less Japanese Ash, and it was awesome. Bloody Muscle Bodybuilder in Hell is basically the Japanese Evil Dead, and I am all about it. There's one point in the movie where he even says groovy. And he says groovy, like he says the American word groovy. I don't know if there's like a Japanese equivalent. Obviously, not all words have equivalents in other languages. But, and then there was another scene. Actually, there were a couple of times where he called the thing baby. He's like, oh, what did he say? You know, it was stuff like hasta la vista, but like they were one-liners, and he would end them with baby. I don't think he ever said hasta la vista, baby, but just an awesome movie. The gore effects were out of this world. They were very Evil Deadish. The way the film was shot was super Evil Deadish, and I loved it. There was some silly shit It was all very Evil Dead 2. That's what it felt like. It felt like Japanese Evil Dead 2, and I'm here for it so 100% of the time. Uh, like, he hacks up the body of this, what is basically a deadite, and he's, like, holding the leg over here, trying to, like, stop it, you know, and it's, like, kicking him in the side of the head. It's awesome. It's absolutely amazing. I'm going to leave all the other stuff that happens in that movie up to you, though, to go watch. I don't know, like, should I look at the camera or should I just look ahead? Who am I looking at? What's going on? I don't know. Someone tell me. Anyway, that's an awesome movie. Super recommend it. Out of all of the Visual Vengeance films, I think that's the most public pleasing. I think that one's going to be the most consumable to a lot of you. So, I do recommend it. And before you ask, yes, I've seen the Necrophiles, and it is basically softcore corn. Anyway, so I'm going to take a shower now because my sinuses are getting kind of plugged and my throat is sore, and yelling probably isn't doing great things for my throat, but oh well. So I'm going to take a shower and I'm going to have me a little glass of whiskey. I'm not going to overindulge. Tonight is not one of those nights. I'm not looking to drink a ton, but I do want a little glass of whiskey. Might help my throat a little. I wanted to put some honey in there to kind of coat the throat. Unfortunately, that doesn't look like it's going to be happening because, well, actually, I guess the honey should be fine, shouldn't it? It smelled weird, but, like, maybe I'm just not used to smelling honey. I think that's what it is. I think I am just not used to smelling honey. There it is. Because, like, I don't know, man. It says that it expires October 10th. It's not even October yet. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. It just actually, it just occurred to me that it's not even October yet. And, like, honey doesn't go bad very easily, you know? So I can't imagine that this is rancid. So anyway, and the whiskey I'm drinking, just in case you're curious, is Safeway brand. The Signature Reserve Canadian whiskey. I'm telling you what, right now, I will tell you this right now, I do not recommend this stuff. It's not bad. It's not bad. If you're like torn between this and R&R, go with this. I'm not telling you to drink R&R. I'm not telling you to drink Black Velvet instead of Signature Reserve. Not by any means. Signature Reserve is a lot better than R&R and Black Velvet. All right, but if it's like a choice between this and Crown, and you have the means to get Crown, I'd probably still say get Crown. I don't drink a ton of Canadian whiskey. Canadian whiskey is not really my thing. I'm more of an Irish whiskey sort of guy. That was unintentional, by the way. I was meaning to do a funny accent, but it sounded kind of Irish, didn't it? It's so totally unintentional. But anyway, so I'm gonna get to showering and drinking this glass of whiskey with a little bit of honey in there. So I'll catch you guys whenever I decide to what I'm watching next. Okay, so I'm fresh out of the shower. I drank me whiskey like a good boy. And honestly, I'd be lying to you if it didn't give me a little buzz, or if I said that it didn't give me a little buzz, which I'm not mad about at all. That's a nice little side effect. I didn't drink it for it, but it's a nice little side effect. And actually, that stuff is pretty good when you put honey in it. But anywho, the next film is The Halfway House. After much contemplation on what I was going to watch next, because I was like, I should watch something on Shudder, and then I was like, there's nothing on Shudder at the moment that I really want to watch. Well, at least not that I want to watch right now. And The Halfway House seems pretty batshit insane. Like, there's a quote on the back: "You won't be able to think about the Virgin Mary again without also thinking of Vaseline." That actually has me nervous. As much as I am really not religious, I'm not like huge on blasphemy. You know, like, eh, well, it's not blasphemy that I dislike. It's not huge on disrespecting religion, really. But oh well, honestly, who gives a shit? I'm sure I'll laugh at the scene. Like, I'm not above laughing at that, because like that's got to go one place, right? That's got to go one place. It's got to be a statue inserted somewhere. I don't know. We'll see. That's part of the fun of watching movies. You never know when a statue of a saint is going to get shoved up someone's bunghole. What the fuck am I doing with my life? Anyway, I better get to the movie. Well, alrighty, fellers. I'm done watching The Halfway House. My quick thoughts on the movie are it was a good movie. I mean, ish. It was pretty bad actually. But like there were lots of titillating sights if you catch my driftwood. you know, pretty titillating. I really wish there was another pun for that other than titillating, cuz titillating is just the one that everybody uses. But I think you understand what I mean there. There was a lot of that, and yeah, yeah. No, I appreciated it. Did not go unappreciated from me. But what in the Lovecraftian clusterfuck? I mean, I didn't. For some reason, I didn't think this was gonna be like as Lovecraftian as it was. Like they were summoning things out of a Necronomicon. The things they were summoning were called the Old Ones. Like it was, it took obvious inspiration, and yeah, it was a fun movie. It was fun. I will say it's probably my least favorite film of the day so far, but that's not saying much considered I loved all three of the other movies. So, anyway, I'll get back to you guys when I choose the next one. Alrighty, fellers, I have made a decision. It wasn't a very hard decision because I've already established that there's like nothing that I want to watch on Shudder, and I have three movies sitting over there currently. Well, now I have two, but I had three sitting over there currently. And this one is one that I've been wanting to watch for a while, but the DVD has been stupid out of print, so I haven't been able to find it. This is one of the last Mario Bava horror films that I've yet to see. Well, sci-fi horror, whatever you want to call it. I'm assuming that it's at least partially horror, because it's called Planet of the Vampires, Kino just released a Blu-ray of Planet of the Vampires, and then on the cover itself, there we go. I have the original poster art, which is awesome. Sorry guys, the lighting isn't very good in here. There's nothing I can really do about it. But the original Planet of the Vampires, I really enjoy that cover art. But anyway, Mario Bava is one of my favorites. I love Kill Baby Kill. I love Black Sabbath, Bay of Blood, or as I like to refer to it as, Twitch of the Death Nerve, because that is like the coolest alternate title of all time. By the way, if I've been wanting to ask this just generally, if you can name like a cooler title or a cooler alternate title than Twitch of the Death Nerve, put that in the comments, because Twitch of the Death Nerve is like my favorite alternate title for a movie ever. I think it should have been called Twitch of the Death Nerve. I think Bay of Blood is like really generic. I think Twitch of the Death Nerve is just a badass title. And for those of you who don't know, Twitch of the Death Nerve is like the alternate title for Bay of Blood, for Mario Bava's Bay of Blood. And anyway, I'm off of the name of one of his movies. Also, I like Baron Blood. I like a lot of Mario Bava's stuff. Blood and Black Lace is one of my favorite gialli. So, I am hoping to love Planet of the Vampires. It does look pretty cheesy, which I don't object to cheesy. It's just sci-fi cheesy. I have a problem with that every once in a while. You know, like it looks cheesy in the way that like the original Star Trek series was cheesy, and in my humble opinion, that's not a very good cheesy. Um, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll probably like it. I hope I like it. I'll catch you guys after the movie. Alrighty, boys and girls. So the marathon has drawn to a close. And you're probably sitting there thinking, oh, what do you think of Planet of the Vampires? I don't know. I didn't finish it. I paused it because and literally it's like the last 10 minutes of the movie, guys. 10 minutes left and I'm tapping out. I can't fucking stand being conscious anymore. I still feel like garbage. I'm getting like the chills, the shakes. Maybe I am sick. Maybe I have a cold or the flu or something. I don't know. I don't know, man. But all I know is I could really go for some sleep. So, like logically, I should have liked Planet of the Vampires. I should have. I found myself pretty disinterested in it because of how tired and just not feeling the greatest I was. Um so I mean, I'll watch this movie again for sure at some point and I'll like it. I mean, I will. Uh what I caught of it, which was most of the movie, I did dick around on my phone a lot more than I should have, but I did catch most of the movie and what I caught of it I liked a lot. I really like the set design and I really like the bright color palette, which is really kind of indicative of like old Mario Bava movies. And that stuff I really liked. Really liked it. The costumes were silly as shit, but yeah, no, I really like the set design and I really like the lighting and the bright kind of vibrant color palette. So, I'm sure I would have liked this movie if I were in any kind of mood to be conscious. Like, I kind of made a mess too. uh, with all my pop cans and stuff. And I tell you what, that's a problem for tomorrow, Malachi, because tonight Malachi is done. I'm done. I'm gonna brush my teeth and I'm gonna go to bed. So I really appreciate it if you guys stuck through the whole way. Um, the sadness was obviously my favorite. I think probably Suburban Sasquatch, Bloody Muscle Builder in Hell, Halfway House, and then Planet of the Vampires. And again, it's not really fair to Planet of the Vampires because I was just way too tired. So tired I couldn't stand myself. So anyway, guys, catch you on the next one.